we would visit a Bedouin family often during the day, and then in the evening we would just go out ourselves as a group into the desert and sing together under the wide open sky. And so I think a lot of the memories that I have, um, that I really miss about Syria are those moments which I know that even if I were to go back today, I wouldn't be able to recapture.
There is indeed a lot in Syria worth remembering. Most importantly, the kindness of the people and the generosity of the Syrian people.
I don't know if every family, but in my family, we've never discussed religion. Never asked any of my friends what's their religion or what's their sect or anything like that. Also in Barcelona, we were in the same street. We were like Jewish, Christian, Muslim, all lived together. And I think all over Damascus it was like that.
Absolutely. There was the Christmas celebrated by the Christians, and there was also the Christmas celebrated by the Muslims, which we were. And we celebrated Christmas. My mother would drive to Beirut, buy all our Christmas presents from Beirut, and bring us back some Christmas pudding and maybe newer decorations for our Christmas tree. She would bring all these goodies back from Beirut, including, the biscuits and the sweets and whatever presents she wanted to put under the tree. And we would actually sit around the table and sing Christmas carols as a Muslim family.
And we used to celebrate, like Muslim and Christian, celebrate Christmas together. It was absolutely, never feel like there's difference between us. We used to celebrate Christmas together, and the street will be decorated. We have a Christmas tree. It was so lovely. It was absolutely so lovely that time.
This is very important for me. Back home, we just sit outside and look at the sky, and you can see the stars, and even dream
what life in Syria is like now.
I mean, this is really sad. It's been maybe, months. I didn't get the chance to see my daughter. First, she wasn't in Paris. She was in Chicago. And then she went back to Paris. And because of the corona, going to Paris, I'm not going now because I'm staying with my parents. Actually, my mother was a little bit sick. So it wasn't really the time to go. But yes, she's away. She's in Paris. She's gonna spend, unfortunately, the Christmas with her friend, but not with her family, because last night she was in Chicago with my sister and her children. So this time, yes, maybe this is the first time that we are not together in Christmas time. Yes, this is the first. This is the first time. Yeah, it's sad. I think we avoid talking about it. And actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to stay until Christmas in Damascus, but I don't see that there's going to be a family gathering this year.
We are in a very special time now with COVID and the lockdowns. It's something new. We don't have experience about that, but still we are not under the threat of menacing, menacing threat that will kill you in any time, and you may don't know it. People there in Syria, they had to be isolated while they didn't have food, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have drinking water, they didn't have any internet to call each other to find some solace or anything. Sometimes they didn't have time to bury their loved ones. They didn't have time to cry over them. They didn't have time, just to guarantee that they are safe and their children are safe.
2 days ago, I was in the Christian Kachi in Assa. There wasn't really much light for the Christmas. No, I don't see that the city is really celebrating. No. There's no electricity.
Yeah, well, of course, I feel very guilty not living in Syria. I feel privileged in many ways that at least I am safe from a situation of war. I feel guilty that I am not there when I should be there and doing more for the country. I feel sad every time I go. I there are parts of the city and parts of the culture and parts of the exchanges I have with people that I do not recognize. It is different.
At least a photo for the whole kids, wearing their best suits, and they are really happy, enjoying something, maybe playing or going to the market or doing any activity that they are enjoying. So this is a way of adapting, and of course, my father in the early morning of every Eid or in every our version of Christmas, every morning he will every time, I mean, he will call in the early morning, and he will check if I am celebrating, if I'm at work or no, I am having holiday. He will ask me if I went to the Eid prayer, and I lie to him. I always tell him that okay, yes, I went, although I was asleep maybe, and I try to make him feel that yeah, everything is going this as it used to be, although it's not, unfortunately.
So starting to dream about the possibility of going back for a visit has gotten me thinking about what life in Syria is like now. And I think I think that, part of me is very, very sad because I know, because of having worked for in the charity sector for so long, I know that when something goes wrong, you don't rebuild it in 2 minutes. The damage that's been done in the last decade is going to take probably generations to restore.